webinar. My name is Precious Banda. As introduced, I am from South Africa, but more importantly for this platform, I am the Continental Convener of the Young Women of Africa, which is a cognitive movement of young women from across Africa and the diaspora, founded by those who are from liberation movements on the continent that fought for the liberation of African people against oppression. And most of our liberation movements and parties have got a long history with Cuba and how Cuba offered support in practice, practical support in arms and also on the battlefield as they struggled for democracy. So we end up having, including other progressive parties that have not been part of the liberation movement and NGOs joining the broader movement called the Young Women of Africa. They have sent me to come and give a message of support, a message of solidarity. They have sent me to come and tell the people of Cuba to say victory is certain on behalf of millions of young women in the continent of Africa, from our hills and the valleys, from the dusty streets that we have of the toiling masses of our people, from the young professional who continues to dream and think they are going to make their continent better. All of them are united in sending support to the people of Cuba against the economic sanctions sanctioned by the aggressive, actually, apartheid America. We in South Africa have survived apartheid by minority rule here, and we understand what solidarity means. We understand what it means to win, because the people of the world and the progressives of the world have stood side by side with you until victory. And it is for that reason that we know that even for the people of Cuba, victory is going to be certain. Victory is certain, and they shall triumph and they shall conquer. We send our special support and solidarity to the women, the children, the disabled. We send all of them, the minorities within Cuba, we send our special support to them. We identify with them because we understand from where we come from in the continent that while we keep struggling for women to be empowered, while we keep struggling against human trafficking, while we keep struggling for women to be educated, while we keep struggling for women to be at the center of decision making, we still remember the people of Cuba for the good things they've done for our continent. And we know that once Cuba survives and the sanctions are taken out, we are all going to be fine. That victory for Cuba is the victory for the working class people of the world, is a victory for all peace-loving people. And we know that the Cuba that has been there for us, even when they are having difficulties of their own, will continue to stand with us. So in fact, a call against the sanctions against Cuba is a call for our own call, which we personalize as progressives in Africa. We stand with them also and thank them, and take this opportunity to thank them for the solidarity which they still offer in other countries. We thank them for the education that they still offer to African countries, where they still train our people. They are still teaching them discipline. Cuban-trained doctors down here in the continent are the most disciplined. They are more selfless. They are revolutionaries. They are not only empowered with a skill, they are also empowered with humanity and the spirit of service, which is above the rest and is of high standard. So we value Cuba, and we place Cuba on a pedestal where we believe that if they can be fine, Africa and the world is going to be fine. Our message is not long. Our comrades are there in New York. attending the CSW, pushing for the issues of women, pushing against human trafficking, pushing for gender equality, pushing to ensure that women have access to jobs, to education, women have access to information, and also the abolishing of certain cultures that continue to degenerate women and to degrade them as subhumans. Our comrades that are there have been very vibrant in the parallel sessions that outside and also inside the main sessions to speak about the plight of the women of Africa. Our comrades are going to join you today in the evening from civil society whom we work with. They're going to be joining you here. The women that put their bodies on the line, the women that help and assist victims of gender-based violence who survive rape and sometimes even attacks from men. These women who stand up daily to save the lives of other women are there in New York and are going to be joining you in the evening to still deliver our messages of support and to say the struggles of the people of Cuba are also our struggles in South Africa. They are our struggles in the broader continent of Africa. They are the struggles of the women of Africa. And lastly, let me take this opportunity to congratulate the organizers of this important session. We are humbled and grateful to be part, to be given an opportunity to show our gratitude to the people of Cuba, to be given an opportunity to just say we will never forget Cuba and will continue to stand for Cuba until we attain victory. Thank you so much. Continue to create platforms of this nature. Continue also to give yourselves in the manner that you have done for putting together a series of these activities that show our support, our love for the people of Cuba. Thank you very much, and we love you all. We say here Amandla, which means all power to the people, solidarity forever. In Tanzania, we say asante sana. In Zambia, we say zikomo. And thank you very much.